All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are tackling a language that gets a rap for being, well, kind of tough. Finnish. But what if I told you there's this really elegant logic hidden inside its most intimidating words? Let's dive in and see. So, just look at this word up here, kalpa. I mean, at first glance, it just looks like a total scramble of letters, doesn't it? But believe it or not, this word holds a secret, a key to the way Finnish speakers actually see the world. And I promise, by the end of our time together, you're going to be able to read it no problem. So how are we going to find that secret? Well, we're going on a little virtual trip. Come on, we're going to walk right through the doors of a Finnish shopping mall. And with every single step, we're going to piece this linguistic puzzle together. Okay, first things first, how do we even get started? Well, the phrase you'd use is mennään ostoksille. Now that first word, mennään, is just a super useful way of saying let's go. So you ready? Let's do it. Mennään. And there we go. Just like that, we've arrived. We're standing inside this bustling Finnish mall. You can almost smell the coffee and cinnamon buns, right? And all around us are signs with these words that, yeah, for now, they look a little bit mysterious. But trust me, not for long. So the very first word we see is for the mall itself. Ostoskeskus. Now, I know it looks like one solid block of a word, but here's our first big clue. It's actually made of smaller, much simpler pieces. And this is really the core idea of what we're talking about today. Ostos just means shopping, and keskos means center. You literally just stick them together, and you get Ostos Keskos, a shopping center. See, it's not some random complicated word. It's a compound creation. Pretty simple, right? Okay, so we're in the mall. We need to find our way around. We're looking for the directory, which in Finnish is opastataulu. Now, based on what we just learned, can you guess the pattern here? It's not just one thing, it's two. And you got it. Opaste is for information and taulu is for a board. So the mall directory is literally an information board. See? You're already starting to see how this all works. Okay, let's go a little deeper and check out the shops to see how this whole thing builds. All right, now for the fun part. We're heading deeper into the mall to do a little window shopping. And as we wander around, we're going to see this compounding logic just pop up in all sorts of different stores. But hey, before we go on, there's a quick but really important detail you should know. You're going to see two main words for shop. You've got kauppa, which is kind of your general, all-purpose shop, but for something more specialized, like a boutique, you'll often see liike, which also means business or even movement. Kind of cool. So, with that in mind, if the word koru means jewelry, what do you think a jewelry store is? You guessed it, a koroliike, a jewelry business. See? The logic just holds up. It describes exactly what the thing is. Okay, you ready? It's time. Let's go back to that monster word from the very beginning. We're standing right in front of the gift shop, and the sign reads, Lahja tavara kauppa. Only this time, it doesn't look quite so scary, does it? So, let's break this bad boy down. Lahja means gift. Tavara means stuff or things. And kauppa is, of course, shop. So it's literally just a gift stuff shop. The secret's out. It's not one crazy long word. It's just three simple ones stacked together like Legos. All right, pop quiz time. You know the pattern now. You've got this down. If the Finnish word for a record or a disc is levy, how would you say record shop? Go on, take a second. I bet you've got this. Levikauppa. That's it, exactly. Record shop. This is so cool because you're not just learning Finnish words, you're actually starting to think in Finnish. It's a really beautiful, logical system when you see it in action. Okay, but our tour is not over yet. This whole logic, this way of building words, it extends way beyond just shops. It applies to all sorts of activities, signs, and other common places you'd find right here in the mall. For example, let's say we want to go to the movies. The word for that is elokuva teatri. And when you break this one down, its parts are just, well, they're beautiful. Elo means life, and kuva means picture, and teatri is, you probably guessed it, theater. So get this, a movie isn't just a movie, it's a living picture. Isn't that amazing? It really shows that this language isn't just logical, it can also be incredibly poetic and descriptive. It literally paints a picture with its words. And you start to see this logic absolutely everywhere. The food court, that becomes a ravintolamaailma, a restaurant world. How about a discount store? That's a halpahalli, which is a cheap hall. The language is just so direct and descriptive. It tells you exactly what you're looking at. So after our little tour of the Ostraskeskus, what have we really discovered here? I think it's pretty clear. We've cracked the code. We've uncovered this fundamental logic that makes Finnish so unique and, once you finally see it, so surprisingly understandable. And this right here, this is the crucial point. You don't just memorize the word for, say, a gift shop. Instead, you think about what a gift shop is. It's a place with gift stuff. You take those parts, you translate them, lahja, tavara, kauppa, and then you just combine them. That is the Finnish method. You know, this quote from our source material really says it all. You're not just learning words, you're beginning to see the logic of the Finnish mind. The language itself reflects a way of thinking. It's descriptive, it's precise, and it's incredibly logical. Things are exactly what they're described to be. And honestly, that is the ultimate takeaway here. The big challenge of Finnish isn't about memorizing an endless list of new words. No, it's about learning the building blocks, those individual pieces. Because once you know the pieces, you can build, or at the very least understand, almost anything. You know, this all leaves us with a much bigger question to think about. If the Finnish language builds its world out of these descriptive logical blocks, what does our own language, whatever it may be, reveal about how we see things? It's something to chew on. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer.